Hello everyone, new and who have been here since day one. I know there's been a couple of you who've been commenting and I super appreciate it. But today, I got a recommendation by two people. Watix, your name's up here. And then the green cat, simple to pronounce. Sorry I mispronounced your name, Watix. My bad, either way. But here is the cottage house. Hopefully you like it. If not, let me know and I'll come up with a different one for the next time I come around to your comment. If that makes sense. But anyways, if you guys don't know, I'm doing a build pretty much every day until we reach 5,000 subscribers. So if you want your build and your name to be featured in this video, all you have to do is subscribe and leave a comment if you are new, and I'll make sure to add it to my ever-growing list of things I need to build in Minecraft. But after all that, let's get started in today's build on this pretty good house. So we found our spot, in the worst biome in this entire game, a birch biome. Awful, I hate it, but you guys wanted this. So here we are. Alrighty. So block palette is going to be a bricks with sand, some oak, and some green stuff for the roof. So basically this is a 7 by 3 by 5 by 7 by 5 by 3 cross thingy shape, whatever you want to call it. There it is still, but let's jump into this. So basically your base is all gonna be brick. This is gonna be your base for the walls and then also your roof outline. So just fill that all in each corner now. Take this up 4 high and replace your corners with oak stripped logs. I'm trying very hard to avoid using birch blocks because I find them absolutely awful. Clear that so that doesn't keep there. So again, 4 high on each of your corners, and this is how it should look. Now instead of having the door dead center, we're gonna have it off centered. We're gonna leave this spot for a window. So for now, with your sand or whatever block you choose to use, I'm gonna use sand with some raw sand sprinkled in. For some texture change, you can also use sandstone. I'm thinking of like 7 different words at once. There we go. If you want to, for some more dynamic colors, but your choice. I actually might switch over to that. Maybe a little combination of all 3. Who knows? But anyways, you're going to do that to every wall you have. If you want to, your insides here can be also oak strip logs. Your choice. You're not going to see it from the outside, so you do you. But fill all of this in.
Now let's speed this up so we can cruise on through this day 7, I think, tutorial. Again, this is recommended or commented, so if you guys comment, let me know what you guys want for your ideas of each build. I'm just going to speed this up. You're not going to hear any of this.
Alrighty, so we have that done. Simple, easy. You have all this space. If you want to also, now that I'm thinking of it, you can put stairs right here for like more detailing if you want, once you place in your glasses so it's still like engraved a little bit. And you can also do it on the bottom side for the brick. Your choice though. We're going to take out these windows. Let me grab that block quick. Boom. Now, your windows depend on like where you want them, like always, your choice, but I'm gonna put them in kind of the, in the main areas. So you have your main glass looking out to your ocean view house, may I add. Great location choice by me. I do not know what happened to that tree because I did not do that, but anyways, here I won't worry too much about windows unless you want to put one right here, but really you have like no backyard on this house, at least in this location that I'm building it, so I'm not too worried about those windows. If you want to, you can also cut in 2 here, so have your variation. Don't make it perfectly like parallel to each other or perfectly mirrored. If you want to, you can. It's your choice. No judgment, but like this could be closed off. You can have like one window here and one window there, so like it's different from that side, and when you do your interior it just looks a little more unique. Anyways, let's continue on with this. We're gonna take this up one more high all the way around. Now again, just fill this all in. I guess I could totally do this in the first few steps, but you know, we work when we just randomly talk instead of writing down a script, because that's a pain and a half. But on these new layers, you want to place your blocks on the inside, stairs on the inside facing in, and then adding a trim to those. So you want to do that for each side since it's going to be a mirror of each other. Boom, boom. Let me know how you're liking the tutorial series so far. Hopefully we get to 5,000 soonish, but who knows. Anyways, with that done, grab your stairs and just connect all these up. It's all about the shape of the house. If you have a boring roof, your house is going to look boring, and we don't want that. Perfect. So that's the first layer of all this taken care of. But now comes kind of the fun part. We're going to go 2 high on each of these peaks. Yes, 2, not 1. We want 2. So just like that. Then on those, each of those, you want to stair combo like this. 1 normal, 1 upside down to give you that curve. Nice and simple. Just kind of pain in the back to do. Luckily, I'm on creative. Those who are not on creative, I feel bad for, because building is a huge pain. I'm gonna remove this tree. I can't stand this tree right here. God, I hate this block so much. Luckily with this texture pack, it looks a little bit nicer since it's not just pure green and gross. You get that nice little yellow touch. But anyways, back to the tutorial. Stop ranting. You're placing blocks on top of that, then also stairs upside down once again on all your sides. This build is very repetitive, but simple because of that. You know what I mean? If you also want to, you can add chimney to this build. I'm not going to for this tutorial, but if you want to, I'll put it probably on the side of your kitchen. So if I want kitchen this house, I'm probably gonna put it on this side, and then right here I'll probably make a chimney, or right there. Again, side note, as we all know, that's kind of what I do in builds, just completely talk randomly. But now on those, add another block. We're gonna connect all these eventually, but for now, we're just keep building the height. Look at that. Not my favorite block palette so far, but it's important to stay unique. So shall I talk about that? I'm adding fines to these builds. It kind of just helps make it more cozy. You see what I mean when I do the roof, but for now, let's not worry about that. I kind of just got distracted as I do. Anyways, so we're up here. Boom, boom, stairs on all those. That simple. Then grab your oak once again. He's coming back. We want to make a point coming out. Since each of these, not each of them, but at least the one at the front, is going to have a little lantern dangling from it. So we get another little level of detail. Put a stair facing in on all of those and one facing out on all of those. Nice and easy, just like this. Perfect. It is looking good. I know I'm not breaking up this tutorial too much, but since this is mainly just about doing one side and copying it over to the other, I didn't feel like I needed to. So here, I just place a stair on top of that one, then a slab facing out. Make sure it's on that last block there. And that's pretty much that. So you want to bring these all into the center. Oh, nailed that one. And if you want to, you can add a little peak, just like that. Your choice. If you also want to, you can add like alternating, just like this. Perfect. Nice and simple. Again, that's just more detail. Your choice, but we're going to fill all of this in with your blocks. Now, you only have to do the parts that are exposed. So this is going to go up to 3 height. And this is going to go 5. So 3, then 5, then 6. Just fill all that in on each of your sides. Again, it's pretty easy. Didn't want too many there. Five, 6. This I took up one too high. Ah, you might as well connect that. Unless you want to see this come on through. Ah, let's just have it come on through. No harm. Always improving and adapting on the fly is how we do it. So since all of that is done, we are going to focus on the filling in of the roof. Now, let's grab a full block. We are doing 3 high on these. All right. So if you go to the front of your house, following me, we're going to go to the side and build this up 3 high. And just do that all the way along. Make that L shape. So we have 3 there. The next one's going to be 2, and the following one is going to be 2. So we're just going to fill all of this in. So easy and simple. But look at that. Hopefully this is what you guys want when you guys say cottage build. If not, I'll be more than happy to do another variation of this. Not a variation, like a whole new build of a cottage house. But I was kind of looking at a few ideas, and this was the one that kind of felt like most believable. Cottage houses are kind of like hard to build because, like, what is a cottage house? Like, what's your? It all depends on what you personally feel is a cottage house. So that's a whole different conversation and problem for a whole nother day. One I'm not dealing with today. Or tonight, I guess. It won't be technical about these things, but who cares? Oh, who cares? So, as I was talking there, I was just placing in my variation blocks, all green also. So I'm using mossy and then concrete powder. These are kind of like a little weird choices since they all have kind of like different textures to them, but you can use wool, but wool has an ugly texture too, so I wouldn't recommend wool. But it's kind of just like to change it up a bit, since this one's 3 high, we're going to toss in as many of those sand blocks as we can. Since they act as sand and they fall, perfect example right there. Make sure they're not exactly the same on both sides. I should probably mention that. And if you also want more detail, you can place like trapdoors right there, because that will come in for later for when we do right here, where we fill this in, grab our trapdoors, and make these a little pot hangout area. Since you're gonna have a nice big old window right here, 3 wide. We want a nice big sun coming in on this side. Again, if you want to, you can't with these actually, now that I think of that. Anyways, building and thinking at the same time. Hard to do, but is what it is. So, once you fill this in, I kind of went out of order there. This is going to be the front, and with this, you're going to copy per side. So you want all this, copy and paste it right there and here. So this just gets mirrored to this side, and let's jump to that being done. So, let me bring my mic out. Haha, we have the whole outside of the house completed. Now for additional detail, you can bone mill these moss blocks to get a little something else on it, either the slab or some trees, anything you want. Keep trying till something happens. It should look something like this in the end. Again, if you want this detail, just go like this. Just make sure you have sand on there, you have a block under it. If you notice on this side, I did not put any windows. That's because it's all based on the interior. Now I'll show you what I did quickly in the interior. I just closed this off here, so you have stairs to access the second level. Made a little room here, so you can add a window there if you want. And then made this kind of separate area also. I'm sure you can put storage right up here, but I think this should be a nice open area, nice lookout point for your ocean. But right here you can place a little study area if you want, some chairs, anything you want. Also here I'll make something. This one I'll probably copy the front layout, so you have somewhat of windows, but it doesn't matter what you're looking out at. Anyways, back down. We'll finish this up with the door. It's going to be oak. Here we're going to go like this to get the trap. We'll go like this to get the trap doors open. Then of course place our signs in here, and now you have kind of opened windows. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. Let's just go like that. Perfect. So you can do that with every window. You don't do that with every window if you don't want to. You can just do this if you want to, or you can just do this. All your choices. For now, I'm just going to do like this. Make sure you add your fines in some areas also to get a little change up, but make sure you follow the pattern for your houses when it comes to this stuff. Even with stop them from growing, you can just place a sign, which I did have a second ago, and that would stop that from growing, and it's not too obvious. So place them once in a while. No one's going to notice. And it just adds a little extra detail too. So look at that. Here, if you want to, you can add some detailing. Basically, I'm just going to do my go-to, and that's just plant thing, and then whatever colors you're kind of like prime one through these builds. Just stuff like that throughout the sides and stuff will help clean it up and make it a little more homely. See, just stuff like that would help make it a little more comfy. On this side, if you have a window, let me just come through here. Since it's only single, just do this. Grab your trees or your vines or your leaves and just make sure you add something to it to make the wall a little less plain. Since here we don't have anything, there's really no need for stuff. So you can just detail it. Not everything has to have crazy stuff on it. Some can just have stuff like this. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're going to notice on this backside, now that we put those windows in, we're going to place in our little garden. Perfect. Make sure you bone meal that to get some type of something in. There we go. Also this side, don't forget, but other than that, if you want to, you can add like a little chain area. Anything you want, your decisions. But make sure right here you bring down a lantern and some vines. You can place these along here too if you want. More detail, the better. It's just that simple. Pretty easy build overall. So let me know how it goes, but that's going to wrap up the tutorial. I'm sure I forgot something, but let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next. Look at these beautiful houses. I forgot about this part though. Anyways, that'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next day. So make sure you subscribe and leave a comment for what you want to see. Adios? Question mark?